Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Retro Gamer Quiz. My name's Paul, and I'm your host tonight. Thanks for joining me in my shed while we watch these three fantastic contestants go head-to-head to see who can get the highest score in the Retro Gamer Quiz. I hope the volume and I hope the pitch is all right. There's been a few issues with the internet, so I'm hoping we are all good and hoping you are ready to answer some questions. Guys, before we start, can I just say, please don't put in any answers until we go through the answers at the end of the quiz. Then it's not so bad. But yeah, if you can not do that while we're doing the quiz, then that would be great. Yeah, that's all we're going to say on that one. There was a few issues last time, but this time I think we're going to be all good. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce our first contestant. He is Super Jimtendo. Hello, Jim. Nice to see you again, mate. Oh, no. Jim's internet is frozen.
No, I'm all right, mate.
No, he always looks like that. That's his resting face.
No, I'm good. Hey, how's it going?
I'm absolutely great. Mate, we were just talking before we went on air that you were actually part of the inaugural Retro Gamer Quiz all that time ago. I can't believe, well, one, how different the quiz is now, but two, like how long ago that was. That was like over a year ago. Just time flies when you're having fun. Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling confident?
No, not really. My hair's receded even more so since then. So yeah.
At least you have hair.
Yeah, you should put a little wig down. That'd be fine.
Well, between me and you, I do like those. Oh, my wife's outside. She'll know the answer. Louise, what are those wigs called with the Scottish bonnet thing? They're called a Jimmy hat. I remember. She's looking confused, but it's okay. I'm sure she's not actually Scottish sometimes. Anyway, although she was born in Germany, before I get wrong, a British hospital. But no, really happy to have you back on the quiz. I've been asking you for a little while, and yeah, I'm glad you could make it tonight. You're up against Sinisteve and Nintendo Arcade. Let's meet Sinisteve. Sinisteve, thanks for joining us on the quiz. I'm really glad that you made it. I did think at one point there was only going to be me and Jim because Steve was quite late here, but not as late as the next guy. Oh, he left it to literally the last second. He likes to make an entrance. How are you, Steve?
My internet all good now? Are we?
Mate, it's working absolutely fantastic now.
Happy days. That's what I was a bit worried about.
We've got a good picture. The sound's working fine.
Good.
You've got a pen and paper.
Yep, I've got it now. Yep.
That's all we need, mate. So, have you seen many episodes of the quiz? Be honest.
I've dipped in and out.
Oh,
that's
right,
as far as I go. I'm so busy now. I'm gutted because I love doing YouTube. I love doing the vids. I love watching YouTube. But my new job now since last June, I'm just flat out all the time. I'm gutted really because I love it. I do love it.
I was going to say I saw a video. It might have been a month ago now, but I think before that, I think the previous one was like 8 months ago, 6 months ago, something like that. It has. Yeah. It's been a while.
There you go. And the thing is, that video was actually filmed just after Christmas, but because there's been a few changes, I wanted to put continuity in, so I sort of shoehorned it in. It was a bit of an unfinished video, really, but I've got to get back on it because I do enjoy it. I do love speaking to everyone, and yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the first time we've spoke, but I've been wanting to talk to you for quite a while because I know, obviously, you've got a bit of passion for the Amiga and hit squads.
Yep, I do love hit squads. There's not many left to get on the Amiga side. I think I'm the only person in the world that's going for the Amiga. It's tough.
I think so as well.
Well, the thing is, there's no definitive list. I mean, obviously, on the 8-bits, they're numbered. The Amiga, they're not. And it's tough. It's been tough, but I'm nearly there. I think, until another one pops up.
Well, one that you definitely do need, because I've seen it on Facebook, was Lethal Weapon. Now, if that's anything like what it's like to get for the Commodore 64,
it's
really
not.
isn't it?
I don't think there might be a few that's tough to get. I know for a fact Lethal Weapon is proving a little bit tough to get, but I'm 99% sure I've owned it before on Hit Squad.
I'm sure I remember a while back when you were thinking about selling them up, and I was tempted, but it's just another. I don't need to start anymore. I'm hit to the max.
They're all safely in the loft. It was purely for space. It wasn't like I lost a passion for it, anything like that. It was just the space. And the thing is with the hit squads, I own, I'm pretty sure, all but 2 of the original full price release game for the Amigas.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at that shelf, thinking
You need it.
I can put some new games on there rather than just a duplicate budget, But to be honest, I'm doing it more out of curiosity than anything else. Because, as I say, there's no definitive list. So I've been doing it for years now, just writing them out and seeing what I find.
The thing that put me off, and you might think this is a bit silly, but it was the fact that they're all different size boxes, even though they're hit squads.
Yeah.
And I just can't deal with that. I don't know what size shelf to put them on.
There's only 4 different sizes. I mean, bearing in mind there's over 130 games, 4 different sizes. That's not too many variables, because 2 games got released in one size box. So, and then the rest are over small, medium, and large. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But Amiga's like that anyway. I think that's what puts a lot of collectors off, because they're all different size boxes. But I like the oddities. That's what I love about it. I just really like the oddities. So
yeah, it's my OCD starts like tingling.
Yeah, and I do get it.
Well, Steve and Jim, our last contestant is Alex, Nintendo Arcade. Needs no real introduction. He's like one of the daddies of YouTube, as far as I'm concerned. Great guy. Was on a stream with him a couple of days ago, so really getting our money's worth out of him this week. He's only just made it in. He literally made it onto the stream 3 seconds before we're about to start. He's had quite a long day. So are we going to take it easy on him? Probably not. Good evening, Alex.
Evening, guys.
I'm really glad that you got here and you're able to join us. I was already planning for maybe you're not making the stream tonight.
No, it's all right. It's been one of those days, busy days, lots of driving. But both my wing mirrors knocked off today, which I'm pretty furious about.
Was it your fault or someone else's?
Definitely someone else's, yeah.
Like, really? Or is that for insurance purposes only?
They seem to make the mirrors on a Ford Transit so bloody big. Anyway,
yeah.
Maybe it's partly my fault.
The thing is, as well, when they get hit, like the actual mirror arm bit's fine, but that bit just pops out.
The bit pops out. The heated mirror, and the little mirror underneath pops out as well, and sometimes the back of it. But yeah, the main thing always stays.
I remember for months I was just stuck with that bottom bit because the top bit came out, and they must sell quite a few of them, because like sometimes
definitely it's where they make the money. Yeah,
totally. I mean, I think they're about 15-20 quid each.
Yeah,
they used to be back in the day.
Other than that, all good, mate. All good.
Well, I'm glad you made it back, mate. And
I've got me pen and paper ready.
What we got on there?
Wario.
Get together, Wario. Well, you never know. There might be a question about him. There's certainly a few Nintendo ones coming tonight. Let's just have a quick look through the chat. We've got Jay, Cybersnake7. Good to see you, mate. Then we've got Stuart, Generation Pixel. Good to see you. Signing for Team Jim. Okay. Retro Chef. Good to see you. Rock and Roller. Back in the chat and staying tonight, I hope. We've got Martin, the Hobby Lodge. Welcome to the stream. Nerdy Geezer saying hi. Pixel Plug. We've got Ali, who was on the last quiz. Hope you're doing good, mate. Quickly just scrolling down. We have Sega Zombie. Good to see you, Scott. We have Stewie as well. We've got Matt Retro Skelly. Are you still in Cyprus? Are you still watching this from Cyprus? Like, I mean, that's dedication. If he is, I don't. Surely he's back home by now. Surely he's back home. Then we've got me. Then we've got Sega Blocks. Good to see you, mate. Welcome to the stream. And I'm trying to get a little bit faster at this. We've got Gordon. Good to see you, Gordon. Welcome. We've got Paul, the Inked Northerner. Good to have you back, mate. We've got Steve. Good to see you, Gashead. Gashead had a great time on the quiz last time. Enjoyed getting the crack with him. Durga Divine Wrath. Better do well, Super Jim. I've got my eye on you. And we have 20th Century. Good luck, Super Jim. And I don't think I've missed anyone else out. Oh, Scott Marathon Gaming. Good to see you, mate. Welcome to the quiz. We've got the Ox, all reach beaties. And I think we're about it. Oh, there we go. Then we've got Sai. Welcome to the stream, Sai. I'm glad you remembered it was on this time. So, guys, as always, we're going to start off with the pixelated pitch round. So this is 5 in-game photos, and they're just slightly pixelated, just to make it a little bit more difficult for you to guess what the game is. Now, as long as you've got the right series, I'm not bothered whether it's the original or the sequel or whatever. Just as long as you've got the right series of games. As I say, let's say, for instance, it's Resident Evil 2. If you say Resident Evil or Resident Evil 3, something like that, then I'm happy to accept that is a right answer. Has everyone got a pen and paper ready?
Yep.
Okay, guys, I'll just take this banner away so you can fully see. And we'll do the box art. Of course, when the box art's on, me and everyone else can't hear or see you. So if you want to swear, etc., now's your chance. Right, good luck with round 1, everyone. See you on the other side. Okay, that was the completely wrong one.
Oh,
This is the pixelated round. Eventually, I will do one of these, right? You know, eventually. Maybe that's when I should retire. Right, okay. This is the pixelated round. Brilliant. Right, guys, how did everyone find that? Was it a nice, smooth introduction to the quiz?
2's got me.
Number 2, you need to take the glasses off. Then everything goes blurry and it makes it so much easier. Honestly, I saw Steve getting closer and I'm like, you want to go further back?
Yeah, I couldn't say that too. Yeah, no idea.
You're really going to kick yourself.
And to be honest,
I've got most of these right since watching them, and that's like the only time I've gone.
Nope. Sorry. It's different, we see, when you're under the pressure, under the lights. Or, I mean, well, yeah, I was going to say, what lights? You've got like a bit of a green thing going on. It looks like a green theme. I've went for purple tonight, actually.
Mood lighting for when the cat joins us over there. Putting a sexy cat show for everyone.
Maybe we should just stick with white. We'll stick with white for the time being. Steve, how did you get on? Number 2?
I'm not sure. Yeah, number 2 got me. I've got answers for the other 4, but I'm not overly sure. I think I've definitely got 2. Got
start.
good 2 guesses for the other 2, I think.
And Alex?
Number 1 got me, and I think that's a computer game. It's probably an Amiga game or something like that. So I've guessed at that one. Number 2 I got, I reckon. And the rest I reckon I've definitely got.
Okay, sounds like a solid start, guys. Well, so I don't think we need to go back to that round. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, okay, let's just get this back on. Just have a quick blast of the comments. So we've got Sega Zombie 5 out of 5, Retro Chef 5 out of 5, RetroB8 73 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5. I 2 got him as well. Paul Ink Northerner 3 out of 5, 3 and 4 were a nightmare. Generation Pixel 4 out of 5. So quite a high score in the comments, but the comments always say that they've got, this, that, and the other. But well, we'll find out at the end. So the next round is where things get a little bit more difficult, and this is the general knowledge question round. 10 general knowledge questions. For some of them, there may be 2 parts to the answer. It's half a point for each part. So, but if it's going to be one of those questions, then I'll let you guys know, so that you should have 2 answers. Okie dokie. Okay.
Yeah, all good.
So, question 1. What 2 animals are featured in Choo Choo Rocket? What 2 animals are featured in Choo Choo Rocket? At least Rach is being honest. Everyone happy with that? Everyone got an answer down? Brilliant. Okay, number 2. What is Mega Man known better in Japan? Wow, guys, you're looking up already. I've made these too easy, haven't I? Okay, number 3. This one might test you a bit more. In what year was Nintendo founded? In what year was Nintendo founded?
I feel like the other 2's got a bit of an edge on me for that one.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure you get your own back. Especially with names like Nintendo Arcade and Super Jimtendo.
There you go.
Have you got something down, Alex?
I have, yeah.
Okie dokie. Everyone else okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Number 4. What 1994 fighting game featured dinosaur fighters? What 1994 fighting game featured dinosaur fighters? Number 5. What number is the agent in Hitman? I like your T-shirt, Alex. That's a nice Fender.
Sainsbury's, mate. £10.
That's all right. We don't get Sainsbury's up here, though. That's a problem.
You get Morrison's.
Too posh. Oh, yeah. There's a Morrison's everywhere. Morrison's and Scott Mid, which is like, it's like the Co-op. Like, even the stuff in there is like Co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never heard of it.
We've got Morrison's down here.
Yeah, Morrison's is decent. It's one of the really off topic this, but it's one of the few places that I can actually get a steak and kidney pie. They don't do kidney up here, and everyone thinks it's the most horrendous thing they've ever heard. A steak and kidney
I love
pie.
kidney. Yeah, I love a bit
But
of
it's
kidney.
got to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, steak and ale's good, but steak and kidney.
Yeah, fresh as
Oh.
well. Warm.
Oh, Oh, don't. I haven't had my dinner yet. This is not going to be a long quiz tonight, guys. I'm starving. Okay, has everyone got something down for number 5?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Number 6. What is the highest selling arcade cabinet of all time, selling 400,000 cabs?
You got me there.
What?
It's one or two, that isn't it? It has to be,
It is.
surely. It's either going to be very obvious or even more obvious, that one.
But which obvious one is it? Right, and I'm actually going to remember to ask number 7. I don't know if you know, Steve, but I've got a bit of an issue with the number 7. I normally just, I don't know. I don't know what. Number 7 is this. What are the controller setups named after in GoldenEye on the N64? So you must be able to have like a different controller configurations. Now they're actually named after something specifically in James Bond. Not in GoldenEye on the N64. What are they named after?
Sorry, can you repeat that, Paul? Sorry, mate.
Right. Yeah, I'll just read out. I'll just read what I've wrote so it's a bit more clear. What are the controller setups named after in GoldenEye on the N64?
So, Phil on a retro tip, really shouting at his screen. If he's watching, I think he's away as well. Actually,
did you watch his video? I hope it's a good video.
Which one?
Yeah, very good. GoldenEye one.
No,
have you got to be specific? Have you, or can you sort of just
like So let's say, for instance, there's 6 different normally it would be like A, B, C, D,
and they've all got their own name.
They've all got their own name, but they're all named after something in common.
Right.
What are they named after? In a GoldenEye, James Bond's GoldenEye on the N64. Haggis is fantastic. I agree. I do love haggis. I can't remember who it was that was trying to tell that haggis was a small animal, like the size of a hedgehog. I can't remember who it was now. It was the other night, anyway. A bald head. Oh, here we go. It might have been. No, I don't think it was Matt. Okay, did you get something down, Alex?
Yeah. Got 2. Yeah. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Okay, number 8. Jack Tramiel, who was the founder of Commodore, was born in 1928. But what country was he born in? Jack Tramiel. I'm sure I can hear birds in the background. Maybe it's me coming through the headphones. It probably is actually, because I'm the only one sat in a shed, right? Okay, everyone guess the country, or put the right one down.
Guessed, yeah.
Okay, number 9. What PlayStation 1 minigame collection features Hyper Pie Throw and Uncle Launcher? So this is a PlayStation 1 game that features lots of mini games, and it features Hyper Pie Throw and Uncle Launcher. It's a very, very, very fun game. I enjoy it anyway.
Can you repeat one more time?
Of course. What PlayStation 1 mini game collection features Hyper Pie Throw and Uncle Launcher? So it's a PlayStation 1 game that comprises of lots of mini games.
Oh, hang on.
It's pretty. It's good. It's good at parties. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Last one, number 10. What is the name of the final track in all Mario Kart games? So, what is the name of the final track? It's always the same in Mario Kart. Okay.
Yeah.
Alex, have you ever think about that one? Have you got some written down so you can cross some out, or
No, I've written it down.
you've got one down? Right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, that's 10. That's our 10. Quick look in the chat, see how everyone done there. Stewie says, tough one for him. 6 out of 10. Sega Zombie, 8 definite and 2 educated guesses. Someone else is asking questions here. Here we go. Question: would you consider RGB or mini HDMI modding an N64, or stick to the original S-video or composite? Nintendo guys, what's the best answer to that?
N64, it all looks like balls anyway, doesn't it? Doesn't
Probably
won't
doesn't.
make a difference. The blurrier, the better. For me, just stick to the original.
Alex?
I'll just play them on the Switch.
Hey, HD then.
I don't own an N64, so...
Nah, same. I've got one, but I rarely play it. Steve, have you got a Nintendo 64?
RGB modded all the way. I've got my mine RGB modded, and believe it or not, the picture's stunning.
Really?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I know there wasn't a lot of 2D games on there, but it looks good.
Well, sounds like a good piece of advice. Yeah. Retro Chef has got 10 out of 10. Rich says she might have got 1. Lots of guesses from Paul. Might be easier for me to come on. Yes, of course. Definitely an opening for you, Paul, anytime. I really want to get Paul on the quiz. Ali, 3 out of 10. Retro Beats, 7. Good effort. And Budget Nostalgia saying he mods all his consoles. So yeah, I guess I suppose if they're all RGB, it might make it easier, like to connect it all to one sort of TV or monitor or something like that. Okay, well, anyway, that is the questions finished. And now we move on to what is probably the hardest round of the quiz. And it's the music round, guys. So I'm really sorry to have to do this to you, but this is 5 pieces of music. The picture in the background is just to kind of give you an idea of where it's, like, what era it's from. The music was taken from that system. I will say that if there's a spectrum there, it's not necessarily the 48K Spectrum music. It may be the 128K, but I haven't got a picture of a 128. That's decent, so I just used a Spectrum 48K. That's just in case there is one, which there might be. So, we've got 2 minutes of music, 20 minutes of each song, 5 of them to go. So good luck, guys, and I'll see you on the other side of this one. some absolute cracking pieces of music there. Jim, out of 5, what are you saying?
3 definite.
3. Wow, that is good, mate. That is good. That's impressive.
It's going to have to be after my last ones. So,
Alex, how about you?
0. Didn't get any of them.
Oh, no. Yeah, music round can be very, very tough. Steve, apparently you used to do a music quiz according to OSG, so
I've done a couple, but it's tough. It is really tough. You either know it or you don't, and that's it.
Exactly.
If it's a game you haven't played, you haven't really got much of a chance. I'll be lucky to get 1 in that.
Yeah, that's a fair one.
That first one is actually really tricky. If you just don't know that, you're not getting it.
I think that's the only one I've got.
A bugger. Yeah,
I think that's the only one I've got.
Music, if you know, well, we'll talk about it in a bit, but there is some good music in that game, and that's my favorite bit of music from that game. So, but yeah, there's some good ones there. Let's quickly just have a look and see what people are saying. Sega Zombie, 2 out of 5. The Amiga one's on the tip of his tongue. The Ox got a solid 2. Retro Beats reckons he's got 3. Stewie, love the music round. Yeah, it's so difficult. It really is. VH1, possibly 2. VH Bootleggers, of course. You got them all. Well done, Pedro. OSG, 0. Not even the Master System use. We'll put the box. I've already tried to put the box art round up, mate. Budget Nostalgia, 2 or 3. Good effort, mate. Good effort. Scott, you're going to kick yourself. The Amiga one is the easiest. Well, it's always easy when you know it. 1 or maybe 2. Yeah, as long as you've got something down, you've got to be in it 2 minutes. Okay, guys. Last but not least is the box art round. So this is 10 pieces of box art that I've compiled from going right back from like the 2600 pretty much to maybe like Xbox 2, PS3, something around about there. So yeah, there's a bit of variety in there. With the box art round, I do need the correct game. So, for instance, if it was Gran Turismo 2 and you put Gran Turismo, then you wouldn't get a point for that. So, yeah, that's about the only thing that you need to know for that. So, yeah, it's always handy when you're in the games room because you can have a quick scan about. And I see everyone doing this when it's this round. Everyone's looking all over the place. So, yeah, this is the joys of doing it in your games room. So, yeah, we've got 10 questions. And after this, the hard work part is over. So let's just go down to here and we'll get the right video. This is 3 minutes, guys. Bit of music in the background. So, yeah, enjoy these. We'll see you on the other side. Good luck. How do we find that, everyone? Everyone enjoys the box art round.
Not too bad.
Too bad. From
Yeah.
Alex.
To
Couple
be
of touchy ones.
specific on one is going to be hard, I think.
Steve, how about you?
Tough, I'd say.
Tough.
That Jaguar one at the end, I've no idea.
Yeah, I thought I'd best just make sure that someone could see Jaguar just to try and give them a bit of a hint, because it's not one that I've seen very often. Jim, how about you?
I've got 6 or 7, I reckon.
6 or 7, good effort. OSG, bloody hell, got all of them. Well done, Paul. Stu has got 7, he reckons. Ox has got 9, good effort. I think Northern Paul has got 5 at a push. Jackknife, he's got 2. Good effort from RetroB8 73. Might have 8. Budget Nostalgia, 4 out of 10. Defo ones, not a clue for most of the others. 8 or 9 for Nerdy Geezer. Sega Zombie, well, he used to work in a game shop, didn't he? Did he used to work in?
Still does.
Well, I suppose. Jay got 9 out of 10. Retro Chef says another 10 out of 10. I think he's on for maximum points in this quiz. Got answers for 10, but not sure about 1. No pressure here, Steve. But OSG says you know the Jaguar one, Steve. I guarantee it.
I've got a guess on there.
Well, guys, that's it. Pens down. We're done with the quiz. Now we can go through the answers and have a bit of a natter about the games. We can. So, everyone still feeling confident?
No.
Now, on the community tab on the channel, we do have a bit of a vote before the quiz starts. It's normally for a couple of days beforehand. 50% of the votes were for Nintendo Arcade. And
Crazy.
Jim and Steve both came in with 25% each. So, it's...
the music one, I mean, 4 of those consoles I've never even owned, really.
That's going to be tough for you, mate.
I've got the NES, but only got into it recently. Never owned Amiga, never owned a Master System. PlayStation only had for a limited amount of time.
But some of these games are not just on that one system. Like, let's have a look. I mean, you're more SNES, aren't you, Alex?
Well, 16-bit and arcade really is me. I mean, I did venture into the PlayStation, but only for a short period. I don't collect for it now, so I'm not going to know that.
I would say possibly 2 of them games were out on the SNES, but we'll see when we get there.
I didn't have a clue on the NES music, but it was good. The thing I did notice, it was a really good track. It didn't sound like NES music.
No.
I know that one. I just can't. My brain's gone. Nope.
Well, I've never played the game, but I've got a friend who absolutely swears by it. So he loves it. So I thought I'd have a look at it, and that was I think that was like the intro music or first level. And I just thought it sounded pretty cool, especially for next music. Right, well, okay. Let me get my pen and paper, which I did put right there. Oh, there it is here. Because sometimes I mix myself up with the scores. So, Jim, and then we have Alex, and we have Steve. Okay, guys.
Is that your latest pickup there, Steve?
Oh, I'm ruining videos. Stop it.
Are you looking at the cams in the background?
I can guess what that one is. If that was part of the quiz, I'd know straight away.
Is this why you did your pickups video this morning, Alex, so that it didn't matter what was in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yesterday morning, wasn't it? Was it yesterday morning? Yeah, it must have been, because I've watched like half of it. It was quite epic though. It's quite long, so I am watching it. It is one of the few pickups videos that I do watch. Okay, round 1, guys, was the pixelated round, and Jim, I'm going to go with you first. What did you get for question number 1 in the pixelated round?
I went with Maniac Mansion.
You went with Maniac Mansion. Alex?
That was a guess for me, Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. And Steve?
I went 2 with Maniac Mansion.
Well done, Jim and Steve. It was Maniac Mansion. Good effort though, Alex. Good guess.
Yeah. It's an Amiga game, right?
It could have been that, to be honest with you. They're awfully close.
It
Yeah.
was on the NES, wasn't it? Maniac Mansion.
It
Yeah,
was.
that must have been the Amiga one. That one.
I thought it was the Amiga version, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it got an NES and C64
Yeah,
release as well.
It got a NES one.
Definitely got a Commodore 64 release.
Yeah.
I can't get my version to work, unfortunately, which is a shame. Okay, question 2. Alex, we'll go with you first on question 2. What did you get, mate, for the second pixelated?
Dragon's Lair.
You've got Dragon's Lair.
I thought it might have been that, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, but he hasn't got it right yet. Steve?
Because Alex said he was pretty sure what it was. I just went with Zelda because I didn't have a clue. I just didn't have a clue. But I had to put something down.
Zelda. Jim?
No, nothing. I did it last time. Always go with what you think it might be, and I reckon that will be Dragon's Lair.
It is 100% Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Well done, Alex.
Very good.
Well done, mate. Steve, number 3. What did you get for number 3?
That was Alien Breed Special Edition, I believe.
Alien Breed Special Edition as well. Jim?
Didn't put Special Edition, but you said it doesn't matter. So I'm having it.
Did you put Alien Breed? You did. Alex?
To me, that looked like the top-down Mode 7 from Contra. But I reckon I'm wrong. If you two guys would think it's something else.
Unfortunately for you, Alex, it is Alien Breed.
Yeah.
It's Alien Breed. Now, I played that on the Mini a couple of weeks ago, and it was way easier than what I remember. I don't know. Like, I remember it being such a hard game with, like, just being totally, like, covered in aliens, like, right from the start.
What was it? Was it the Special Edition? I mean, I don't know what's on the Mini, but Special Edition's pretty tough. I'm not sure about the other ones.
I've never played it. Never played Alien Breed.
It's special on the Mini one.
Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely not say that's an easy game.
But like right at the beginning, like I was walking around for maybe a full 5 minutes, like looking for something to kill.
Oh yeah, the first level's pretty easy, I would say, and it's pretty bare.
But
I would say.
Is it which is the one that's set like outside, like on the planet's surface? Which Alien Breed is that?
Is it called Assault? That one?
Is that Tower Assault? Maybe.
I get mixed up when it gets to, because you got Tower Assault, and then I believe it went to 3D, didn't it?
Well, it was the one.
Probably is Tower Assault. I think it is Tower Assault because it's still top down, isn't it? Obviously, 3D is not. I would say it's Tower Assault. Yeah.
That I think is like just one of the hardest games ever, man. I don't last very long when I'm playing that. Oh God, someone's going to edit that, aren't they? Okay, number 4. Jim, what did you get for number 4?
I'm sure it's Jetpack. My brain farted on that one. I'm sure it is.
With Jetpack. Alex?
Jetpack.
Thank you.
Steve?
See, I thought it was Exelon.
Yeah, Exelon's a good looking game. The graphics are a bit chunkier though, aren't they? It was Jetpack.
It was Jetpack.
Yeah. Exelon's probably my favourite original game. On Spectrum, I've never played it on the Commodore 64.
I always like the Amiga version. It gets a lot of slating, but I always liked it. Probably nostalgia glasses.
Yeah. I know that feeling. Okay, and number 5. Alex, we'll go with you on number 5. Did you get anything for that?
Well, if I get this wrong, I'm really am in the shit. It's Metroid.
And Steve?
Super Metroid, I put.
Yeah. Jim?
Same again.
Correct, guys. It was Super Metroid. Now, don't hate me, but I've never played a Metroid game.
I hate you.
Well, I think it's just the lack of console when I was a kid. So I've never played it. But what was the one that you've been playing on Switch, Alex? That you said
Dread.
was
Metroid Dread.
like I've watched that a few times and it just looks really awesome.
It is awesome, mate. Really good game.
What's your favorite Metroid game?
Oh, it's a hard one. I like them all really, except the first one on the NES is a bit sluggish. But yeah, Super Metroid is great. I mean, Dread's my favourite now. I think because I've 100%ed that. And I might go back and do the hard version as well. And there's a boss rush on it now as well, so I might do the boss rush.
Also, there's a few updates as well.
There's a few updates on it. Yeah, Zero's good. Prime's good. They're all good. Well worth playing.
How about you, Jim?
Never been big into him. Prime's probably the best one. But if you want a Metroid spin-off that I think is better than Metroid, Carrion, where you're just a blob and you just go around messing people up, it's fantastic.
I've got Carrion, yeah.
It's so good. Just play that. It's amazing.
What system's that on?
Everything. Switch.
Oh, right,
really? It's on Game Pass as well. So if you've got Xbox on Game Pass, it's there to go. It's great. Just 7 hours of just doing puzzles and just dismembering folk. It's great.
Does sound like fun. How about you, Steve?
Not much experience with it, really. I own quite a lot of Metroids. I'll get into it one day. I do want to get into Super Metroids. I do want to get into it.
Okay, well, guys, that is the end of the pixelated round. And we have got James on 4, Alex on 3, and Steve, you're also on 3. So well done, everyone. That was
well done, Jim.
Quite a good scoring round.
It'll all go wrong soon. Don't worry. All to play for.
So we move on to the general knowledge round. Question 1 was, what 2 animals are featured in Choo Choo Rocket? So I'm looking for 2 animals here, and you get half a point for each one. Obviously, if you don't know, just have a random guess at an animal. Jim, what did you get for that question?
Cat and mouse.
Cat and mouse. Alex?
Cat and bird.
Cat and bird. And Steve?
Yeah, cat and mouse.
Cat and mouse. And the answer is cat and mouse. So well done, everyone. You got half a point, Alex. Not bad. Not bad. Anyone played Choo Choo Rocket much?
Never.
Yeah, loads. Loved it.
I've never played them. I've got it, but I've never played it yet. Is it worth booting up?
100%.
Yeah,
it's a party game, I think. Yeah,
Jim?
loved it.
Yeah, it's decent. If you just want to kill 5 minutes, it's there. If you want to kill an hour, you'll easily do that.
Cool. I might one day I might actually get around to playing it. That's one of my games that I'm going to get around to playing, Steve. I think we've all got them. Number 2. What is Mega Man known as in Japan? Jim?
Rockman.
Rockman. Alex?
Rockman.
Rockman. Steve?
Rockman.
Rockman. Until today, I didn't know that. So, Mega Man. I think I remember Alex, you speaking about it before. Mega Man fan or not?
Yeah, I do like them. I prefer the 16-bit era, but I have got a couple of the early ones on the Famicom which I want to play. Just haven't had time to. But they are hard. They are a challenge, which I like. I do like a challenge. But yeah, they're good games. It's just something you're either into or you're not, But yeah, they're good games. Definitely worth playing.
How about you, Steve?
The original Mega Man on the NES is brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. Yeah, not one I played as a kid. Funnily enough, YouTube used to be inundated like about 10 years ago, well, even longer, of Mega Man fans, and that's how I found it. And yeah, the original one was amazing.
The music's brilliant in the games. Music's fantastic.
Ridiculous. The original was a ridiculously good game.
Yeah.
And how about you, Jim? Got time for Mega Man?
I was always a Ghouls and Ghosts fan, though, so that was my difficult game fix.
Mega Man 2 is great, says OSG. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. Oh, I nearly done it again there. Question number 3. What year was Nintendo founded? Alex, what year was Nintendo founded?
Bit of a guess. I said 1888.
Oh, 1888. Steve?
Wow. I put 1962.
1962. And Jim?
I put 1862.
1862. Well, one of you guys is very, very close. I feel terrible not giving you a point. The answer is 1889.
I'll give him a point. Come on.
Wow.
Should we give him half a point and it'll go with the other half that he got?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
It seems a bit tight, doesn't it?
That's fair.
I knew
We'll
I
give
know
you half
they
a
did board games and stuff. I didn't realise it was that long ago. That is mental.
Yeah.
I think originally they made cards, I think. Some sort of card.
Yeah.
They made everything. They made pretty much everything back then. But yeah, they started off as a Hanafuda card distributor, you know. But they had brothels. They had all sorts.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They don't like to put they obviously don't like to put their name to it, but yeah, they did have houses like that we could go into and have sex and stuff. But I think it was more for sort of the executives that worked within the company. So it was a kind of a bit of a secret, but it is known. It's a known fact that they did exist.
So when did they finally get into like electronic gaming? Like when did
when electronics came about? So you know, a lot of the stuff they made was toys. You know, and really they followed Sega. Sega were in the arcades at the time, and then I guess they just jumped on the bandwagon like everybody else with very early sort of Space Invader clones and stuff like that until, you know, Donkey Kong was their first success really in the arcades. That was their first electronic. Oh, they did make electronic handheld stuff as well. You know, they made early Pong consoles and stuff like that in the 70s. So yeah, they made loads of stuff.
I'd imagine they're quite difficult to come across, the old Pong like clones.
I've got one. Craig Goodwin's was trying to fix it for me.
Aye.
Yeah, I've got their first ever Pong console, but it doesn't work on a PAL TV, unfortunately. So I don't know what. I'm just going to have it as a display piece, probably.
Just looking at the comments.
I've got some of their cards here. I've got some of their Nintendo playing cards. Look.
Don't they still make the cards? I'm sure.
Yeah, they still make these. Are fairly recent ones. Look, never been opened. They're round, circular playing cards, and they made toys like this. This is like a Rubik's cube. So it turns around. Got little balls in there. It's made by Nintendo. This sort of stuff they were making. I found this at a car boot, £1.
At the car boot, did you know that was Nintendo, or did you just pick it up anyway? And it's Nintendo?
I mean, I've got lots of books on Nintendo, and I had seen it in a book, and these were quite common. So you can find they're very cheap to buy.
Aye.
You can find them quite easy on eBay. But yeah, it's a nice little piece of Nintendo history, that. But yeah, they were making everything: toys, prams, love testers.
Oh, what?
You should read the books. They're quite interesting.
Yeah, it definitely does sound. I had no idea that they were into all that. Okay, number 4. Which 1994 fighting game featured dinosaur fighters? Steve, what did you get for that, mate?
Primal Rage.
Primal Rage. Alex?
Primal Rage.
Primal Rage. Jim?
Same.
Well done, guys. Primal Rage. I didn't play it. Well, I think I did play it, but I didn't really enjoy it. Jim, did you get on with that game at all?
No. Mortal Kombat 2 was sort of the same time, wasn't it? Just a miles better game.
Yeah, I agree. Steve, how about you?
Yeah, just a clunk fest, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Alex.
So what's that, mate?
Primal Rage. Did you ever play Primal Rage?
Yeah, I've got it on the Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Did you play it much? Did you enjoy it? Yeah. So you like it?
Yeah, it's a bit clunky.
Yeah.
It's a bit clunky, but graphically they had those digitalized graphics, didn't they, back then? Pre-rendered stuff they were into. So you know, seeing it in the arcade was quite impressive.
Yeah.
Quite an impressive game, but it wasn't as good as wasn't as playable as Street Fighter, was it?
No. No.
You know. But it looked good.
Number 5 is, what number is the agent in Hitman? And we're going with Alex on this one.
What number?
Yeah, what number was the agent in Hitman?
I put 7 as a guess.
You've put 7. Steve,
I put 5 as a guess. 5 for number 5.
5. And Jim?
I changed my answer. I put 42 and then I put 47.
Well done, Jim. 47 is the right answer.
Well done, Jim.
Very good.
I've only played one Hitman, and that was the very latest one because you can put it into VR, and like I think it would definitely help if I'd played the first few because it is absolutely solid. Like I can't even get off at the training level. That's how hard it is. So I mean, I'm not the best at computer games anyway. Like I'll openly admit that, but yeah, not good, not good. But yeah, well done, Jim, for getting that one right, mate. Number 6. What is the highest selling arcade cabinet of all time, selling 400,000 cabs? Alex, I'm coming to this one with you first. What did you put down, mate?
This has got to be a trick question because I don't know any cabs that have sold that many. I really don't, unless they're bootlegs and clones. I mean, Donkey Kong sold 80,000. I know that, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing here, guys. You may think I might know this one, but I'm guessing Space Invaders because they had loads of cocktails and everything everywhere.
Steve?
See, I couldn't give you numbers for cabs. It's not something I've ever really looked into, but I always thought that Pac-Man was the biggest selling arcade game.
Pac-Man for Steve. Jim?
See, those... I was thinking Pac-Man, but then I thought Space Invaders just when I was thinking back to this question. I've gone with Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, it must be up there as one of them.
Well, yeah. One of you's got it right. And it's Steve. Well done.
Yeah.
It's 400,000 was Pac-Man. 360,000 was Space Invaders in second place.
Wow. That is incredible. That is incredible.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's obviously worldwide sales.
Yeah.
What have you? But yeah, through the information I could find, yeah, it's
Pac-Man appealed more to women, so that makes sense. Really, it was more a universal game. It was the first game that actually got girls into the arcade, wasn't it, Steve?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Is that why they made the sequel, Mrs. Pac-Man?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was from that was guys that bodged it to make it harder, wasn't it? That's where that came from.
It's actually a better game, actually, Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I'm sure they made it as a bootleg, and then Namco got wind of it and started suing everyone, and they sold them the rights or whatever it was. Something on that line, anyway.
The thing is with Street Fighter 2, I could see.
Yeah, I was going to say
Norvis just put it on there. it didn't. I don't think it sold that many dedicated cabs, but I imagine boards like PCBs for jammer cabs, it would have gone way above 400,000.
Yeah, it must have
dedicated.
This is where I thought it might have been a trick question, whether it's a kit he was on. Yeah. Paul might have been on about a kit or something,
Yeah, as I said, I know for a fact there'll be.
But when you think of all the Space Invader clones, there's not many Pac-Man clones, is there? There's always loads of different types of Space Invader bootlegs.
True.
But that might not count in the numbers.
Not really. No, I wouldn't have said that. I mean, when it was the biggest selling arcade, it's just something telling me that Pac-Man was.
Yeah, I did think of Pac-Man, and then I'll go with that.
To be fair, if I'd have guessed, I'd have probably went with Space Invaders, just because it's like, well, it's the original one, so it's been around the longest. So I figured that would have sold the most. So I would have gotten that wrong as well. To be fair. Okay, number 7. I've remembered it. Number 7 is, what are the controller setups named after in GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64? Jim, what did you get for it, mate?
I have no idea. I went with Bomb Babes.
Oh, you went with Bond Babes.
Yeah.
Alex, what did you go for?
I went with Gadgets.
Gadgets. Someone's outside. Steve, what did you go for?
I went with Aston Martin. I was thinking of something, or like DB. I put Aston Martin DB5 controls cars.
Well,
complete guess.
One of you has got it right. And it's the biggest James Bond fan out of the lot of you. I'm absolutely 100% sure. Well done, Super Jimtendo. It was named after the Bond Babes. I knew you'd know that one, being such a big secret fan of James Bond.
I can't stand James Bond. Hate it. Drivel.
Yeah, and it's what a fantastic guess. But yeah, Bond babes or the Bond girls. Yeah, is the correct answer. 7. So I'm just making sure that I've got everything written down right. Okay, number 8 was Jack Tramiel, the founder of Commodore, was born in 1928. But where was he born, Steve?
I believe he was American, so America.
America. Super Jim.
It's going to be something rubbish like Turkey, but I put America. My brain was going, is this going to be another one of them trick questions? But America, I've gone with.
Alex?
It's either France or Canada, I reckon, with a name like that. And I'm going to go with Canada because that sort of covers France. It's French speaking.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. Everyone got this wrong. It was actually Poland. Now, I know a little bit of backstory because I'm pretty sure he was Jewish and had to go through the concentration camps, etc. And at the end of the Second World War, he emigrated as a young man to America, where he joined the American Army. And he started, while he was in there, he started making typewriters and calculators, and then moved on to computers, and that's where it all started. So yeah, the answer was Poland.
Something new.
Big Commodore fan there. Straight in with the correct answer, of course. Sega Zombie. Big Jack Tramiel fan. He spends a lot of his time watching documentaries about him. Being the greatest computer in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9. What PlayStation 1 minigame collection features Hyper Pie Throw and Uncle Launcher? Steve, what did you get for that, mate?
That is Super Bishi Bashi Special.
Oh, he owns it.
Alex?
Oh, I just guessed this one. Point Blank.
Point Blank. Jim?
I put Point Blank and changed it to Bishi Bashi
Oh,
Special.
did you?
I did, yeah. Just then.
Well done, guys. It was Bishi Bashi, which I'd never ever heard of until Pete on a retro tip. I think it come top of his top 10 PlayStation games, and I was like, I don't own it, and he's like, trust me, you need to. And it's great fun, absolute madness. It really is. it's a real fun game. Okay, last but not least, in the general knowledge, guys, number 10. What is the name of the final track in all Mario Kart games? Jim, we're going with you on this one.
I don't know. Rainbow Road, just because it's the hardest levels.
Rainbow Road. Steve?
Yeah, Rainbow
Road. Alex?
Rainbow Road.
Well done, everyone. Rainbow Road is the correct answer. Right, give me 2 seconds while I just count these up. Okay, so by my reckoning, Jim, you got 7. Steve, you got 6. Alex, you got 5. Okay, we'll go with that. Right, next is the music round. Pretty solid. Alex, we're going to go with you for the first one, mate. What did you get for that fantastic piece of music?
I didn't write anything down for any of these, dude. Honestly, I haven't got a clue what any of them are.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Okay, Steve.
Supercars.
Jim.
Sorry, you're just dropping out. I don't know if it's my connection. Cannon Fodder.
Well done. It was Cannon Fodder. It was the music. Obviously not the beginning, but like when you're in the helicopter while the level's loading, it's that music, which I think is better than the original. Like the war's never been so much fun. Okay, number 2. Steve, we're going to go with you for number 2.
I went with Alex Kidd, but a guess.
Alex Kidd. Jim.
Yep.
Jim.
Same.
Yep. Alex Kidd. Well done, guys. It was Alex Kidd.
Yep.
Complete guess.
Well done. Number 3, Jim, did you get anything for number 3?
I've not got it. I've put Bayou Billy, and it's definitely not that.
It's definitely not Bayou Billy. Okay. And Steve?
I went with Ninja Gaiden again. Another guess.
Ninja Gaiden. I've just actually marked that right, and it's not. It's wrong.
Oh, no. It's right. It's right.
Guys, that was from a game called Battletoads on the NES, which Danny Harrison, Press Start Gaming. I know it's one of his favourites, and I thought I'd check it out. And yeah, I think the music is pretty damn good. Number 4. James, Jim? Did you get an answer for number 4?
I don't know it. Cool Borders.
Cool Borders. Steve?
I went with Final Fantasy purely because I know there's loads of them on the PS1, and I thought that's my best chance.
That music, guys, was from Tekken 3.
Oh, got him.
Tekken 3 Character Select. It was. Okay, last but not least, number 5. Steve, did you get anything for number 5?
I just put Operation Wolf. I know it's not, but I've got to put something. I can't just leave it blank.
Operation Wolf. Jim?
It's RoboCop.
It is RoboCop. Well done.
It was Ocean. I was close.
You were close. It was well. Jim got 3. Alex, unfortunately, got 0. And Steve, you got 1. So, this is where we make or break the last 10 questions. So, at the minute, Jim's on 14. Alex is on 8. And Steve is on 10. So, let's see how this goes. Question on the box art. Number 1. Jim, what did you get for number 1, mate?
Gallagher, not sure. I'm sure it's one of those.
You've got Gallagher. Alex?
I've got Yar's Revenge.
Revenge. Steve?
I had Gallagher, but I now think it's Yar's Revenge.
It is Yar's Revenge.
Fair play,
well
mate.
done, Alex. Well done, Alex. Okay, number 2. Alex, what did you get for number 2?
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Ghouls and Ghosts. Steve?
Ghosts and Goblins.
Goblins.
Oh,
And
it's the wrong one. Always get them muddled up.
Jim, you still there? Jim?
Ghosts and Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, Alex, I can tell by the size of desperation. I always get these mixed up as well, mate.
I own them and I love them, and I always get them around the fucking wrong way.
Has anyone ever completed it?
I know it was the first one. I knew it wasn't the second one, but yeah, I've got the names around the wrong way.
Have you completed, Jim?
A long time ago.
I don't know if there was like a delay going on there. So wow, you've actually, I mean, that is impressive.
Struggling over here.
Yeah, it's you're getting a bit blocky. It looks a bit like the first round, the pixelated round. But we'll get through it. Yeah. Okay, Steve, what did you get for number 3?
I had Turrican 2.
Turrican 2. Jim?
Pro Protector.
Pro Protector. Alex?
Yeah, Super Protector.
Is that the same as Pro Protector?
Yeah. Well,
is it really?
You're talking about the NES game or the Super Nintendo game? Oh. Okay, I'll go with Pro Protector. Pro Protector.
Pro Protector is right. I can check now which one it was. It is the NES.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like originally. I'll just put that down there. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, all my answers just disappeared there from my iPad. That was a bit of a moment. Right. So that was number 3. So James, we're going with you on number 4. What did you get for number 4?
The Ninja.
The Ninja. Alex.
Ninja.
Ninja. And Steve.
Yeah, the Ninja.
My favourite Master System game of all time. Number 5. Alex, we're going with you first on this one. What did you get for number 5, mate?
Shinobi.
You went for Shinobi. Steve.
Revenge of Shinobi.
Revenge of Shinobi. And Jim.
Shinobi 2. So that'll be Revenge, won't it?
It was Revenge of Shinobi. So close, Alex. Number 6. And Steve, what did you get for number 6?
I put Final Fight 3.
Fight 3. James?
Final Fight 2.
Fight 2. And Alex?
Final Fight 2.
Final Fight 2. The answer is Final Fight 2. Well done, you guys. Lucky Steve. Anyone a big fan of the Final Fights, or was it something that was always a better game out? Or
Sorry, Paul?
have you played much? Anyone played much Final Fight? Final
Yeah,
Fight
it's
2?
good. I've got all 3 of them. They're all good. Well, yeah, 3's the best.
3's the best one.
Yeah.
Which was the one on the Commodore 64? Did we get a Final Fight 2? Or was it just Final Fight?
No, first one was on it. It's a dreadful game. It's bad on most things apart from Game Boy Advance and Mega CD.
I think the music's good. I mean, I remember playing the original one. I think the music's good, and the sprite animations I think are slightly better. But 3's got so much more to it. I think it's just a better game all round.
I don't want to start a fight here, but Sega Zombie says Final Fight's rubbish on the SNES.
Streets of Rage 2 is better than all the Final Fights, but Final Fight 3 is decent. It's a good game.
I do enjoy Streets of Rage. I love the one on the Switch. That was just one of the best recommendations ever. Thank you, Jimtendo. Cookie. Number 7. Steve, we're going to go with you on number 7. What feeling you might know?
That was Walker.
Yep. And Jim?
Nothing. That one.
Nothing. Alex?
Looked like a Star Wars game to me. I just put Star Wars.
The correct answer was Walker. Now, I've never played Walker, but this guy here says I really should do. Is he right or is he wrong, Steve?
Very good game.
Yeah.
Tough, really, really hard, but really good game.
There he is again. I knew he'd get Walker. Yeah, I did put that in just to give you a test there, Steve. I must admit, bit of a cheeky one. Cookie, and next we're on to number 8. And Jim, that's you for number 8. What did you get for
Time
number
Crisis?
8? You've got Time Crisis. Alex?
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis. Steve?
Yeah, Time Crisis.
Well done, guys. That was Time Crisis. Okay, number 9. Alex, what did you get for number 9?
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi. Steve?
I had Crazy Taxi 3.
Taxi 3.
I didn't know there was a 3.
Jim? Neither did I. Well, until yesterday, and then I found out there was a number 3 because it is Crazy Taxi 3. So well done. I didn't know that there was a number 3.
Oh.
And last but not least, Steve, we're going to leave you to last because apparently you should know this one. Jim,
I'm going to get this last one.
Jim, did you get anything for number 10?
Tempest 3000.
Tempest 3000.
Yeah.
Alex?
Tempest 3000. Yeah, Jaguar.
Tempest 3000. And Steve?
I came so close to putting Tempest. I wouldn't have put Tempest 3000. And then you had that weird little demon thing at the top, and I just bottled it and put Doom.
Oh, lucky.
Well, unfortunately, nobody got that right.
No,
Very close.
2000.
It is
2000.
Tempest 2000.
Oh.
So, sorry, guys.
What's
Yeah.
3000 then? Is that the one on the...
You can just see in the background behind Tempest.
I'm sure there's a 3000 somewhere. I'm
There's
sure.
got to be.
There is, yeah. Where are we getting that from then?
Not the Jaguar.
It could
Oh,
be
the
on it. You
Jaguar.
never know.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all together. 16. Wow. Well, we have a clear winner, guys, and this week's winner is Super Jimtendo. Well done, Super Jimtendo.
Well done, Jim.
Well done.
Um,
Very well played.
You
Well
scored
done,
a
mate.
very good score of 21. So that
Wow.
puts you in, I think, in a second or joint second place in the leaderboard. Alex, you got a very respectable 12. And when you consider what you've went through today, and you literally have drove and have been going all day.
I don't think it would have made much difference, mate. Those music questions I never got. Yeah,
well, I'm glad you made it, mate. And
it's just fun, isn't it? Yeah, I loved it.
Exactly.
Well done, Jim. Well done, mate.
And Steve, you've got 16. So you're on the edge. You're on the edge. You might still make it to the finals at the end of the year. We're going to take the top 6 guys and hopefully do like a playoff against each of them, and then have a final and see who is the champion this year. So
Is there a losers playoff at all?
There isn't, but if you want to put yourself through it, I'm sure we could. If you really wanted to, sure, we could do it all again. I'd absolutely love to. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys, for taking part and making the quiz a fun one. Let's just have a quick look at what everyone got on here. A lot of people saying, well done, Jim. Good game. Apparently, Sega Zombie got 27.
Jesus.
Budget Nostalgia got 11. Well done, though.
Some gaming nerds out there.
There is. 21. That, again, a very good score, same as Jim. There would have been no tiebreaker. There's no tiebreakers at the minute. You just get what your score is, and it goes into the league table. Stewie got a solid 18. Well done. Pixel Plug, good 15 as well. Good effort. And Gashead Steve got 13. Now, I don't know if he's just said that because it's one more than what Alex got.
Well, I want to go against Steve next time. Gashead.
But Gashead is going to be coming on, but the next one that is coming on is going to be a movie quiz, which I know I keep promising, but I am going to get around to doing an 80s action blockbuster sort of quiz. So he says he's going to be well up for that. Ignoring the Paul got 14 out of 30. And surprisingly enough, Retro Chef lowered himself to only 30 out of 30. I'm surprised he only got 30, to be fair. I thought he would have gotten more than that, but never mind, mate. Good effort. Thanks, everyone, for playing along at home, and thanks, everyone, for being awesome in the chat. I really appreciate that. So now we're just going to quickly have a quick chat with each of you individually and let me know what you've got coming up. I'm obviously going to go to Super Jimtendo first because I'm always want to know what content you're bringing out. This is probably going to be a very short conversation. Jim, what have you got in store for us on your channel?
I'm more gutted I have to come back and do this, come out of hibernation again. More upset about that than anything. Well played, everyone. I've got a couple of things. There's a couple of things that I can't talk about yet. There's a few things ready to go. I'm just waiting to put them out. Might do it in about 6 months. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something is in the pipeline. That's the main thing.
Always, yep.
Alex, how about you, mate? Although I think we did only speak about this on Monday, but go on, run us through it again.
Yeah. I think my next video is going to be some MVS games. I think I'll do some more playthroughs of some of my MVS carts I've yet to play. So that'll probably be my next video.
And Steve, I know you brought a video out a few weeks ago after quite a big sabbatical.
Yeah.
Tell me that you're going to be doing a video about whatever that is in the background over your shoulder.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a change around. I've got a new cab pickup in the background. A few cabs have gone. That's why I say I got that video out the other week, even though it wasn't really finished, and it was filmed, as I say, just after Christmas. So it was like 2.5 months late anyway when it actually came out. But just for continuity, just for the journey, it had to go in. It had to sort of go in there. Mega Drive shooters. I've been getting a lot of Mega Drive shooters, so I've got to show those.
Do you kind of like depict like as you collect as you go along, so you've got like something to reference it against, you know, later on?
Exactly that. Yeah. It's nice to see. It's the journey. I think we all like doing that, don't we? We show our journeys. That's people that do sort of pickups and how their rooms evolve, how the collections evolve. That's what I try and do. It's just one long road, and that's what I try and do. But it's just a shame that I've got less and less time, but I do want to get back on here because there's a lot of YouTubers I like that put their stuff out there, and every now and again people will say, "Oh, when you're getting stuff out." So some people obviously enjoy watching my stuff. So
it's good stuff, Steve. Need to get one up,
Alex.
buddy.
Cheers, Alex. There's things like that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I've got to give back because I've been taking so much out of YouTube for years. And
hit squad videos, hit squad.
Yes,
hit squad.
I'm 100%. Once I get the last hit squads I'm after, and it's only that one that I'm really after, and the others are sort of there, I will go through them because,
excellent news.
Again, it's one of those that I'll put out there because nobody else has.
No,
so if anyone else wants to do that journey again with Amiga hit squads, hopefully that will help them reference them because there's no other reference out there.
I've got a couple back there, but I have no idea what I've got. So if you give us a shout what you need, I'll have a look for you.
Literally, lethal weapon on the Amiga. That's what I'm after, and it's not rare. It's not like the 8-bits, which have gone absolutely nuts. I wouldn't expect to pay any more than 15-20 quid for it, because to be honest, I think there's only one Amiga game that goes for more than 20 quid on the hit squads, and that's sort of maybe R-Type and Pang, because the originals go for quite a lot, so the hit squads went up. But there's no hit squad collectors. There might be after I do my video, but not at the moment. Not at the moment.
That seems to definitely be the case. I notice when people make videos about certain things, the price always seems to rise.
Because it's just influential, isn't it? I mean, Mr. Bad's on his own with Amiga games has 100% increased values of Amiga games. And obviously he's not the biggest channel in the world, but it only takes 2 people to want a game on eBay to push that value up.
I've seen that quite a few times.
It's mad. It's mental. All good
so,
fun, though.
A couple of questions for you as well, Steve. Has Outrun gone?
No.
So you still haven't? Is it for sale?
No.
So it ain't going anywhere. Okay.
No, I love that game. I love that. I mean, I always said if I let it go, I'd probably let it go to old Sega Zombie. I know he's scratching an itch with his Turbo Outrun, but it'll never go. I mean, the final wave music still gives me goosebumps. Like, it still makes the hairs on my neck stand up and just falling in love with it.
Magical Shower, is it?
Yeah, Magical Sound Shower. It's just all good music on there. It's ridiculous good music on that game.
It's a fun game. It's just one that you can just switch on and just lose yourself, and away you go.
That's why I love the arcades. I mean, obviously I grew up with the arcades. Not like Alex. Alex has got that, without sounding rude, he's got that 10 years on me. In some ways, I wish that I experienced that golden age for myself, because I do have early memories of it would have been the late 80s. Yeah. But Alex was there for the golden age. And it's just nice that with an arcade game, obviously I've got 2 young girls now that's 3 and 7 that take up a lot of my time. Things like these huge games on new consoles, I can't put the time in. Like Breath of the Wild, I'd love to go through that, but I haven't got that sort of time. But something like Outrun, you put it in, complete it in like 5.5 minutes, and then go back to being a dad again. But I don't know. I do love the arcades.
I want to mention that cab in the back, but I won't. It's one of my grey old cabs. That was.
You haven't got any more room. We all well, if you watch this video, you'll find out why. But yeah, you don't need that. Andy Sneaker Freak wants me to ask you, Steve, about your Sensible Soccer Quest. Now, what is?
Yeah.
Because I didn't realise it was.
we've always got to be collecting something, haven't we? I think we've all got that in us. As much as we probably don't like to admit it, there's always new goals. There's always new quests, and the Sensible Soccer quest. I mean, I've been on that for years. I've just always got Sensible Soccer games, and I just want all the variants. It's a game that I know is probably not too sought after by a lot of what I say proper gamers that don't like sports games, but I've probably spent more time on that than anything else, and I've just been trying to get all the variants, and there's not many left. Actually, without spoiling it, I hate it when people do this, when they reach for a game that they've got just to show it off, but I'm going to do it. This it's an Italian release of Sensible Soccer. I got this the other day. I'd never seen it before.
It's a little
So
bit
that's
more
what I'm trying to do.
minimalistic. It really looks a little bit more minimalistic than what ours.
It's basically like a budget PC release, but I saw it. I've got to pick it up. If I don't own it, I've got to pick it up if it's Sensi Soccer.
I must admit, I mean, I've got Sensible Soccer on the Game Boy. Like, is it the Game Boy or the Game Gear?
It was released on both.
No, maybe it's on both. You know, and I've still got a copy on the CD32.
Yeah,
it's just well.
There was two versions came out on the CD32. This is how much of a geek I am. I think I must have the best part of 30.
Really? There's that many?
Yeah. It was ported to everything. Ported to the Jaguar. Ported to the PC. Obviously, there's different versions. I mean, the Amiga got about 6 or 7 releases.
Well, there's the new one as well. Which I'm going to try and put on the Amiga Mini. You know, you can get like the 22, 20,
that's
22.
It. Yeah, it's basically 96, 97 with updated players. That's basically what it is. But that's what I mean. That's how you know how good the game is. The fact that they're still doing updates now, 25 years later. It's not like a new game. It's the same game with updates because it's still got that following. There's still a World Cup every year of people going to play that game.
Really,
it's mental.
Man.
I used to always end up buying the same place. So, you might know Championship Manager, or what's Football Manager now, but it was Championship Manager on the Amiga. Can you get updated versions of that?
Not that I'm aware of. Not for the Amiga. The only ones I know doing updates on Championship Manager, because that's another game. I would say Sensible Soccer and Championship Manager are probably the two games, as I say, on par with each other about how much time I spent. I mean, if this quiz was on them games, I would have smashed it. But the only ones I know doing updates is Championship Manager 01, 02. They're still doing updates on that. Obviously, it wasn't on the Amiga; it was on the PC.
Yeah.
But that game is something else. Like, it was just so simple before it went stupidly complicated.
I mean, I used to love it on the Amiga because, like, on a Saturday and a Sunday, you could maybe bash out like a season in like 2 days. Yeah. Whereas now, it takes me a week just to get through pre-season, and it's just completely puts me off.
It's over the top, isn't it? It's over the top, too complicated. But 01, 02, you would knock a season out in like 3-4 hours.
Yeah,
that's my favourite version. I played a lot on the Amiga, but I mean, Championship Manager 2 came out for the Amiga quite late, and that was really slow. But because even the original ones, they're quite dated now. The original Championship Managers on Amiga.
I'm just looking at them.
Do love them though.
Yeah, I mean, it's why I failed my GCSEs down to Championship Manager. I was meant to be upstairs studying for my GCSEs, and I actually was Championship Manager Italia.
There you go. I remember getting that.
Eric Cantona, 8.8 million. I always bought him. A few other players that didn't really exist, like Nil Lamptey and like Ferreira, Orozco, Mark. These people weren't really.
Orozco and I don't know if you'd know this, but Orozco. What was the other guy's name?
Mark.
They were both at Cambridge, and they coded the game and obviously made themselves quite good.
Yeah,
I can't remember who they were. Orozco and someone else, but yeah,
Mark Collis.
That's it, Mark Collis. That's it. Yeah, that was at Cambridge. There you go. I mean, why weren't that one of the questions? Do you know what I mean?
It's on next week's.
But yeah, they made themselves really good in the game. So yeah, get them quite cheap and you'd smash it.
Well, guys, it's been lovely to talk to you all. Thanks for making the quiz what it is. I couldn't do it without you, lads. I hope everyone in the chat and watching's enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed catching up with you guys. It's a really good community that we have.
Thanks for the invite, Paul, and well done, Jim.
Thanks, Paul.
Absolutely smashed
I'm
it.
glad we managed to get in touch with you, because it was a bit. I've had OSG, Scott, and then Alex saying you need to get Steve on, and well, here we are. Eventually,
No, it's good. I do like getting involved. As I say, I do love the YouTube community. Should do more, really.
We all should. We all should. Jim, congratulations again on winning. I hope you're going to be able to come back and join us later on in the year. If you're still up there, which I've got a feeling you might be, it's quite a good score, 21. So hopefully we'll see you later on in the year if you're able to do that. And Alex and Steve, always, of course, invitation open for next year if you want to come back.
I'll definitely be back.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for liking the stream and all that shenanigans. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. The next quiz will be on May the 4th, which I believe is Star Wars Day. And that is a TNB special. So we've got the 3 guys from the TNB, and I'll put some information into the Facebook group. Again, the Facebook group will be I'll be updating the league table and what have you. Steve, I'm not sure if you're in the group or Alex, and I'm not sure that you are either, Jim. But I'll try and sort that out so we can get you in there and get your names onto the league table so you can see where you are.
At the bottom.
I'll take a photo. I'll take a photo and I'll post it in our WhatsApp group. So, guys, that's it. Thank you very much for joining me.
Cheers, Jim. Cheers, Steve.
And, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
See you guys later.